Everybody's yelling about student loan forgiveness. Meanwhile, smart people are skipping the degrees and stacking six figures with trades nobody's even talking about. These aren't side hustles or get-rich-quick schemes. They're full careers. In a lot of cases, they're out earning people with master's degrees without $100,000 in debt hanging over their heads, right? College debt, guys, follows you around like a bad ex, except you can't block its number, and it charges compound interest every single month. I'm Joshua T. Osborne, and I'm breaking down 10 trades that beat the college path. Plus, while most of them come with a catch that nobody mentions in the recruiting brochures, according to the National Center of Education Statistics, guys, the average college graduate carries $37,000 in student loan debt. But that's just the average, because pursuing advanced degrees often means $100,000 or more in debt that sticks with you for decades. Wages are rising fast, right? The labor gap affects over 430,000 jobs each year, creating huge earning opportunities for anybody that's willing to learn these skills. Here's what's really happening, okay? Conventional wisdom still pushes college as the safe path, even when trade workers often out-earn office workers, right? And they do it without 4 years of debt dragging them down. The college to career pipeline that worked for past generations is completely broken. Trades offer faster earning potential, stronger job security, and often better financial outcomes, right? But here's the truth most people miss, is that these trades also come with hidden costs. Physical wear and tear, right? Lifestyle sacrifices, career longevity issues, guys, that can actually change your lifetime earnings in ways that nobody really calculates up front. I lived it. I built a moving company that became one of the biggest in Colorado. The money was good, but it cost me my time, it cost me my body, and it cost me my balance. If you're in the trades or considering them, I want to show you something that changes everything. So click the link in the description. I'll show you how I stopped working in physical trades and started building digital assets that serves these same industries. HVAC, roofing, electrical, plumbing, right? Today, I make over $41,000 per month from websites that generate leads for local trades. My students are making $2,000 to $6,000 a month doing the same thing. No crawling under the houses, right? No extreme weather. No wearing out your body for decades. This isn't about avoiding trades. It's about using your knowledge of them to build something scalable and sustainable. Let's do the math real quick that the guidance counselors never show you. A $60,000 office job for 40 years equals $2.4 million over your career. That assumes that you keep the same salary the whole time, which is generous, right? A $100,000 trade job for 20 years before your body gives out equals $2 million. That's before medical bills from wear and tear, right? High hourly pay, guys, doesn't guarantee high lifetime ROI. Not if your knees are gone at 47 years old and you're stuck figuring out a career transition with limited skills, right? That's the real trade-off, right? Big pay now, but with costs most people just ignore. Let's break down 10 trades that pay big money and what they really cost. Trade number 10, HVAC technician. Median pay, guys, is $56,420. Experienced techs, though, pull in $75,000 to $90,000. Business owners, guys, hit, $150,000 to $300,000 or more. But emergency calls are where the money is, okay? $200 to $400 an hour when somebody's AC dies in Phoenix, Arizona in the middle of July, for instance, right? Because nobody's asking for quotes while they're sweating through their mattress. The training to do this takes 6 months to 2 years. And here's the part they skip telling you. You'll be working in extreme heat, right? You're going to be crawling through confined spaces and handling heavy equipment all the time, right? So you're going to spend more time in crawl spaces than a cat burglar, right? But with less worry and more insulation in your lungs, because the work, it's physically demanding, right? Attics in the summer, basements in the winter, emergency calls during the holidays, and your family dinners, guys, get interrupted when somebody's heat goes out on Christmas Eve. So most HVAC techs are out of the field by the age of 50, okay? The money is real, but so is the toll on your body. Trade number 9, power plant operator. The median salary here is $85,950. Experienced operators, though, make between $100,000 to $130,000. And with overtime, you see some of them cross $150,000. Guess what? You're not swinging hammers, right? You're not monitoring systems and adjusting equipment for control rooms. It sounds cushy until you realize it's 24/7 shift work. Yeah, nights, weekends, holidays, power never stops. And neither do you. So, and also the training is intense. You have nuclear plants, right, that require 18 months to 2 years of certifications. The responsibility is enormous because mistakes, guys, affect thousands of people, right? But there's stable work and great pay, right? But your social life becomes whatever fits around the power grid. Trade number 8, air traffic controller. The median salary here is $129,750. At big airports, though, you'll clear $150,000 to $200,000. And with overtime, you might make over $250,000. But training comes through the FAA, right? No degree required. The tests, though, are brutal, okay? So there's also a catch here, that you have mandatory retirement at 56 years old. So why so early? Well, because the job is pure stress, right? Every decision affects hundreds of lives. So one mistake and then that bad day makes the evening news. No pressure here, though. No pressure. The work environment is intense, guys. So you have these split-second decisions. You have constant communication and zero tolerance for error. You can't have an off day when you're directing 50 planes an hour through a busy airspace. The pay is elite, but your career has an expiration date. Trade number 7, elevator installer and repairer. Median salary is $92,160. Union pros, though, they'll make like $140,000 and apprenticeship takes you 4 years and you're paid while you learn. The work demands technical precision in dangerous environments. You're working with cables that could snap, electrical systems that could kill you, and heights that would make a window washer nervous as hell. You're on call for emergencies, but one mistake can be fatal. It pays well, guys, and the unions are strong, but you can't zone out, right? This career demands focus and physical ability every single day. The travel factor is real too here, guys. Major projects can take you away from home for weeks or months. Trade number 6, commercial pilot. Median salary is $147,220. Airline captains make $250,000 to $400,000. And the path usually means like you did some military service or flight school that cost over $100,000. The first years bring low pay and brutal schedules for people. Stick it out, though, and you'll earn big with travel perks. But here's the reality. You're away from home constantly, right? So kids' birthdays, holidays, family events, gone. You'll see more sunrises than a rooster farmer, though. Just not from your own backyard, right? The lifestyle is tough on relationships. Pilot divorce rates, guys, are significantly higher than the average. Hard to maintain a marriage, guys, when you're in a different city every single night away from your spouse. Trade number 5, underwater welder. Median salary shows around $53,000. But that number's misleading, okay? Because experienced commercial divers make $100,000 to $200,000. An offshore specialist can hit $300,000 and beyond. The work includes, oil rigs, ship repairs, underwater construction, and this is physically brutal in dangerous conditions with almost zero visibility. You're like diving into these murky waters with visibility, measured in the inches, not feet. And you're welding these underwater in specialized equipment while dealing with these strong currents that are hitting you and all this marine life swimming around, right? At the end of the day, injury rates are high. Career spans are short in this industry. The money is huge, though, if you accept this serious risk. So plan your exit early. this one isn't forever. Trade number 4, nuclear technician. Median salary is $82,080. Experienced techs make $90,000 to $120,000. And then you have some senior roles that $150,000. But the requirements to get in here include an associate's degree or some military nuclear training, right? The job is diagnostic, right? Monitoring, maintenance of these things. And the benefits and stability, they're excellent, right? But the margin for error is zero, right? Mistakes affect entire communities here. So training is extensive and ongoing all the time. Nuclear technology, guys, changes, right? Regulations evolve, and you're constantly recertifying yourself. Security clearance for sure are required, and your personal life gets scrutinized. Financial problems or legal issues can seriously end your career instantly. Trade number 3, power line technicians. Median pay is about $70,240. Experienced linemen, though, they make $85,000 to $120,000. But storm restoration pushes pay $150,000 to $200,000 in this crisis work, and it can be up to $2,000 per day. But your training runs 2 to 3 years. Okay, the work is in extreme weather and high voltage, right? Often, a lot of times, guys, during storms when everybody else is staying inside. Here's what storm work really looks like. You're working these, 16-hour days in hurricane conditions, dealing with live wires and fallen trees. I will say it's recession-proof and always in demand though, right? But you're also risking your life to keep the lights on for other people. The injury rate here, guys, is sobering, right? Electrocution, falls, right? And equipment accidents are a constant risk. Trade number 2, oil rig workers. Entry pay, guys, is $50,000 to $60,000, but experienced workers make around $120,000. And if you become a supervisor, you'll earn $150,000 to $250,000. Furthermore, offshore roles, right, where you're out in the ocean, can reach $300,000, but your schedules are brutal. You have these 12-hour work shifts, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. It's like being married to your job with court-ordered visitation rights. The work is physical and it's isolating you daily, right? You're on this rig in the middle of the ocean with the same 50 people for weeks. Personality conflicts become this major issue when you can't escape. Safety risks as well are extreme here, right? You have explosions, you have fires, you have equipment failures, and they can kill the entire crew. The money is real if you can handle the lifestyle. Many people, though, burn out after a few years. Trade number 1, storm chasing linemen. Daily earnings are $2,000 to $3,000 during storm season. Some make $50,000 in a single month, but the risk is extreme, right? High voltage work in hurricane conditions, this is the elite tier of dangerous blue-collar work. It's not safe, it's not easy, but it has insane pay for short bursts. And you follow these disasters around the country, right? Like hurricanes in Florida. Well, guess what? You're there. Or like an ice storm in Texas. You're driving through the night to get there, right? You work in conditions that would shut down every other industry. 100-mile-an-hour winds, right? Flooding, tornadoes. Nobody does this for decades though, right? But the money is undeniable. But the toll on your body, on your mind is enormous, right? Here's what recruiters and counselors leave out though, guys. These trades pay well because they demand a lot. Your time, right? Irregular schedules and on-call shifts that control your life. Your energy, guys, physical demands that pile over years. Your body, wear and tear that shortens your careers. Sometimes your safety, because accident rates are far higher than office jobs, right? Career counselors, guys, pitch these jobs like video games to us, right? But spoiler alert, there's no respawn button for your spine, right? I lived it while running my moving company. The income was good and demand was steady. It was also crushing my body and eating my life. That's why I pivoted to building digital assets that serve these industries instead. I stopped working in physical trades and started building websites that serve them. Today, I generate over $41,000 per month from lead generation sites in the HVAC, roofing, plumbing, towing, cleaning, and lots more, right? My students earn $2,000 to $6,000 a month with the same exact model. No physical strain, no safety risk, no missing their family's life. Here's what that looks like day to day. I wake up and check my phone. $800 came in from a roofer in Texas, $650 from an HVAC company in Ohio, $1,200 from a plumber in Florida. These are the same trades I just showed you, but I'm serving them with digital assets instead of getting my hands dirty. And the beautiful part is I understand these industries from the inside. I know what contractors need, how they think, and what problems they're trying to solve. That knowledge then becomes the foundation for building lead generation sites that actually work. I can build a site for an electrician because I understand what electrical customers are actually searching for. The barrier to entry is low. No 4-year apprenticeships, no physical demands, no safety risks. Want to see how it works? Click the link in the description. The free training walks you through the system step by step. You'll learn how to build digital assets that serve these high-paying trades without the physical toll or safety risk. If this gave you a new perspective, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Tell me which trade surprised you the most. Tell me which one you'd actually consider if the money was right for you. The goal here isn't to avoid these industries, right? The goal is to position yourself smarter inside of them. Build assets, work smarter, create systems that pay you without wearing you out. These trades will always need leads. They'll always need customers and marketing, and that's where the real opportunity lies. Let's go build something that actually lasts.